think about this. You can actually purchase very comfortable socks, underwear, shirts for men and women, free shipping in the U.S. and Canada.
It's hard to find really comfortable underwear.
Yes.
Legit, I've been doing it. I've been looking for a long time.
That's right. You can go to the Gap and buy the cheapest cotton underwear they find.
I usually buy Hanes. I was going to Uniqlo.
Yeah.
American Apparel.
And they have boxers and briefs, right?
Yeah, I was trying everything. I was doing boxers. I was doing briefs. I did some boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Some tighty whities.
No.
All of them are fine. But MeUndies is it's a true game changer.
So, how do you do? What do you do? If you're at a computer right now, please go to MeUndies.com/Amir.
How fucking dare you?
Or /Jake. And see what they have. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but at the very least you've checked them out. You've done us that courtesy. And if you do like what you see, you get 20% off your order when you use our URL. That's MeUndies.com/Amir or MeUndies.com/Jake. And like we said before, they have free shipping to the U.S. and Canada.
And can we visit your office?
Yeah, we still haven't heard back from MeUndies. We know you're located in Los Angeles.
And we know you listen to the podcast.
Because everybody does. Everybody on Earth listens to our show. And so we'd love to come by. And
we want to visit and take underwear home with us. Why is that so hard?
Free undies. So
free undies from MeUndies.
So check them out. And let's get started. Let's get right into it. This episode was actually, how do I describe it? Real.
Wow.
Yeah.
No other way.
Enjoy. Hey, Jake.
Yeah?
You suck.
There's a pretty girl at my work, but I don't really like my job. There's a baby squirrel at my door, and it's scaring away my dog. My point is that I've got a lot of problems, and I don't know what to do. If only there was a place that I could email all my problems to, if I were you.
With the fade out, too.
You did it for us.
Oh, catchy, funky.
Justin Turpin. Justin Turpin.
Justin Turpin.
I knew his song was going to be good before I listened to it because the email said, hey, here's my theme song submission. It's 42 seconds long, and I've attached it as a 192 kilobyte per second MP3. I hope that's good.
Oh, so you knew he's legit.
When it's just like, hey, farted this together, I hope it works, and it's like a Windows media file that I can't even open. That's when I'm a little suspect. But when this guy's knows about encoding and how to make it optimized for our podcast, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. And it was.
It was.
Do-do-do-do. And we'll never hear it again. That's the beauty of having so many talented fans. You listen to things once, and I'll never hear that song again.
That's the way art is supposed to be appreciated, in the moment.
Well,
it's not meant to last forever.
What about art museums? Paintings?
Well, yeah, that's a different type of art. I'm talking about music. You're talking about paintings.
Paintings, I would say, is more considered art than music.
Of course not.
Yeah, art. Art is paintings.
Paintings aren't supposed to be permanent either.
Really?
Actually, I think the idea of a museum is it's
Right.
not just archaic, it's outdated, it's actually fraud.
What?
Yeah.
You think not only is it archaic, which I think it means outdated, it's also outdated, and then in addition to that,
Not just
it's
is it
fraud.
outdated, it's fraud.
Yeah.
It's outdated, archaic, and fraudulent.
But it's fake.
It's fraudulent.
Yeah.
What they're doing is an affront to Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Picasso,
That is-
Pablo himself.
Is that why you tried to burn down LACMA last weekend?
That I was just doing because I was having a
high.
coy day. I was high and coy for a day.
You got 10 tickets and you tried to light them on fire like a Molotov cocktail. And
I said, "This is what I learned at Burning Man."
and now I'm ready to burn this man. And you tried to set fire to a marble statue, and it didn't take.
Did not even for a second.
Oh yeah. No.
What are we doing?
This is If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the internet, hosted by me.
And me.
I'm Amir.
And I'm Josh.
This is a bonus Thursday episode, so we can get a little crazy.
Ooh.
That being said, a lot of times people will be listening to this not on Thursday. I would say That's a good question. Will more people... Thursday will probably be the biggest, the most frequented day to be listening to this podcast. But I would say less than 50%
Nothing.
chance that you're listening to this on a Thursday. I would say like 20% Thursday, and then the other 6 days.
I
split
just
up
say no,
between
it's
the
not
others.
too long ago.
Still
Just
the
for yourself
high-
right now. You're turning away from
Nothing.
it.
Kind of like how
This
in
is what
Ama-
you think about when you say
in
are going to
America,
bed.
white people are not technically a minority,
Okay.
although it is less than 50%. You know what I mean? It's like the highest subsection, but it's still less than everything else.
Yeah, I guess.
So we're talking about specific statistical, not really anomalies.
I'm really getting tired. I legit. It's
But you
crazy.
have a coffee. You had half a coffee
I
already.
know, it's
and
nuts.
it does nothing.
And I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
sleepy just hearing you talk about numbers.
Math is NyQuil to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Art is fraud and math is NyQuil. No, sorry, museums are fraud.
Museums are fraud. Math is not
NyQuil, that's museums, actually. It's a triangle. So how does it work? People write us to ifireyouShow@gmail.com, and they're in difficult places. They need our advice, and we try to offer it.
Dope. That email address is ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. Let's get started. We have given these people these real emails, fake names, to preserve their anonymity.
That was good. Though I did already say the email address.
Did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's
Apologies. I have fucked up.
And I guess we don't try to offer it. We do offer our advice. It's just not always good.
That's true.
So we always offer advice.
Yeah, so we...
Just not to every email.
That's...
So every episode we do offer advice. It's not to every email we receive, obviously.
Well, you don't have to say
wouldn't
that,
be-
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're perfecting this intro.
Yeah, and then we're starting to digress.
Yeah.
We've peaked at episode 93.
Probably.
Okay, I need a male's name.
A male's name.
What about an artist? Since we were talking about artists earlier.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
A male artist name. Okay.
Yeah,
So
easy.
that's Jackson Pollock.
Right. Jackson Pollock writes, "Hey guys, so here's my issue. I'm a college freshman, and because of the ratio at my school, my sex life sucks. But things are starting to look up. I went to New York City, and I met up with one of my ex's best friends and had coffee. Everything was really casual and cool. Here's where things get complicated. After leaving the city, she immediately texted me and told me that because of her school's ratio, she's been having the same issue, and went on to tell me that when I come back down to the city, we should get drunk and fuck in Central Park. I'm going back to NYC in early October, and I'm wondering, should I go through with this? I dated my ex for all of high school, and I don't want to hook up to get back. I don't want this hookup to get me back in contact with her in any way, because they probably still talk. What do you guys think about hooking up with an ex's best friend? Thanks. Love, Jackson Pollock."
That's tough.
3 issues here. 1,
Go on.
fucking an ex's best friend.
That's true.
2, having sex in public in Central Park. 3, which is sort of a side topic of conversation. Maybe we can just touch on this real quickly. Do you believe in the power of ratios? Like, oh, this school's ratio is bad, or there's too many guys to girls?
Oh, yeah, no, it sounded like that was just their excuse for, like, fucking each other.
But is there a ratio that's, like, when you walk into a bar, do you consider that? Like, or does it have to be so, like, if it's within, like, 80-20 on either side, you're fine?
I guess I don't really think about it, because I feel like if I'm feeling confident, if I think I'm looking good, I'm like, okay, I can like talk to
Yeah.
any girls here. Bet like it's almost good to be around a bunch of other loser dudes.
Oh, so it's almost better that there's 10 girls in a bar instead of 100.
Well, it seems like there's probably better than it's 100 girls. But I think I could like make a case for it being okay if it's packed with dudes, because like I could just look better than them.
Right, so if there's a bad ratio at your school or at a party, you can actually turn it to your favor.
Right, you should elevate just because like I think at any school, no matter what the ratio of people is, like most of them suck.
Right.
So if you suck the least, you're like, okay, there's like mostly dudes at this school, but I'm like in the top 10% of them, so it doesn't
Right.
matter. It sucks for like those guys in the bottom half.
So
But
that's
not
like
me.
there's like 50 good girls and 50 good guys, and whether there's 1,000 or 10,000 bad people, that's the ratio.
That's true. Yeah. That's what I
Okay.
would say.
Okay. Fucking in Central Park.
There's something called the I think it's called the rat boulders,
Oh, you're talking specifically.
like where they should go.
It's called the Rat Bulbous.
No, the rat boulders. I think. I'm gonna look it up really quick.
Have you ever had sex in Central Park?
No.
Have you ever had sex in a public park?
Yes.
A public park?
Yes.
And it was just nighttime and you were just fucking in a park?
Well, I've done it more than once.
Toda.
Oh yeah, Rat Rock. That's where you guys should fuck. Google Rat Rock Boulder Central Park. Yeah. One time it was daytime.
Daytime. A daytime park.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Daytime. Standing up.
I was sitting on a rock.
Rat rock.
I was sitting on a rat rock.
I was sitting on a rat and a rock.
I mean, it's nice to fuck outside. I think I've never fucked in a park that was as populated as Central Park. I mean, that's like fucking in Times Square.
Yeah,
that's pretty. That's populous.
That's a thing.
Yeah. No.
But maybe if it's late at night, you
Um,
can find a dark rock, like you said, rat rock.
Right. I think if it's late at night, isn't Central Park kind of thing? Why can't you go somewhere?
Okay, what about this guy's crucial question, which is it okay, or I guess it's okay, but should you have sex with your ex's best friend?
Right. Well, just real quick, I think you could get a room somewhere.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't know why he prefers, or she prefers Central Park. If necessary, go to Rat Rock. If necessary, after dark. Wait, why Rat Rock?
Just because I think it's sort of secluded.
Gotcha. Okay. Ex's best friend. Ever done that?
I don't think so. I think all my ex's friends hate me by the time we're like really breaking up. So.
Yeah. They're not a fan of you.
Right. They like hear all the bad stories. So it's pretty rare that this like it would never happen to me.
Plus, all your ex's friends live in Texas then.
Yeah, all my exes live in Texas. Okay. Yes, no, oh, yeah, fine. It's okay. It's college exes don't count as real exes, right?
I think this was even a high school ex.
Oh, then of course. That's not even a real relationship.
That's a preseason to a preseason. That's not even a league. That was a summer league. It wasn't even preseason.
Don't close yourself off to people because you like dated somebody in high school. That's
But this guy's in college, so high school is the one that's right before it. It's not like he's 28.
I know. So I'm saying as a 29-year-old that stuff that happens in high school matters so little.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything from high school.
Right. For me, I was born on graduation day.
I don't even remember anything from college.
You have no... You just have a terrible memory.
I think I really just have a bad memory.
You certainly have memories from high school.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
but not a lot.
Not very formative ones. I
Right.
definitely had memories that like I feel like I was cleaning out a hard drive recently, and I was like looking at things I wrote in high school that I felt like really mattered, and it was
Yeah.
like laughable.
And affable.
Yeah, it was laughable, affable, deaf and dumb.
But at the very least, you shouldn't put too much seriousness or credence on this high school relationship that makes you not want to bone this ex's best friend who wants to bone you. But he is afraid that it'll open up a passageway back to the ex that
Right.
he wants to cut off.
He's not even worried about like it hurting her feelings. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be in contact with her again.
I'm afraid she'll text me pissed.
Yeah, I don't want her to be like yelling at me at any point because that'll mean I'm communicating with her.
I think it's kind of... I think... I've never done it either, but I think it would be kind of cool to bone an ex's best friend. It seems very forbidden, but also like allowed at the same time.
Yeah.
It's the closest I can get to cheating on someone.
It is kind of hot because like while you're together with that person, they're like around their friend all the time.
Yeah.
Like, well, man, you're kind of cute, but like I'm with your friend.
Right.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's the closest thing you can get to fucking your sister.
What?
For me to fuck your sister, I mean,
Oh.
specifically.
Jesus Christ.
You know you could do that.
Which sister?
I don't know, flip a coin. Actually, there's 4 sisters. Flip 4 coins. No. Actually, all it would take is 2 coins because there's 4 permutations. So you would assign like heads would be Sarah, heads, tails, Liza.
Hannah,
tails,
Rachel, Sarah, Liza, if you're listening.
And I know you're not.
I know my mother is though.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That's why this is just a joke. This is all silly. I would never.
You have 4 quarters right now.
Like I said, I only needed 2. So if you were him, what would you do?
I would definitely do it.
You would do it.
Yeah, of course.
I think I would try to do it too, because if it's a fun story and it's not there, you're not in a relationship. She's not in a relationship.
Exactly. And that's the other, it's not like he's just, I feel like if they broke up and he was like, I always had a crush on this girl, should I text her, should I try to meet up with her? Then I'd probably still tell him to do it, but I feel like I'd be a little more conflicted.
Right.
She wants to have sex with him too. It's like a mutual thing.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
It's a win-win.
Right.
Lose if you think about that third person. But that's still, you're still batting 6-6-7 over there.
And that's pretty, that's Ichiro level.
So it sounds a great slugging percentage. I've never boned in public. I wonder if I'm capable of doing it or if I'm too worrisome. Like, am I too neurotic to actually let go so much that I can have sex in public? You got to be very relaxed to have sex. That's why you do it in the privacy of your own bed.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
I think
you can't be nervous and then also have sex.
I guess I can't imagine you instigating it, but I bet if you were with somebody you really liked or you were very attracted to and they wanted to, like, the idea of turning them on would turn you on enough that you could at least get hard and have sex. Maybe you can't.
I think there was a point in time, and when I say that, I mean I know there was a point in time where an instigation happened. It wasn't outdoors, but it was like a public space, and I was like, no, you couldn't do it. And I was afraid of someone walking in.
Where?
It was at a hotel. So like an empty room.
A hotel
in my room. Like there's surveillance cameras. Like an empty conference room.
Wow.
You would have done that, right? Of course. I would not have. I would be like, if somebody catches me, that's illegal, and I'm going.
It's not illegal.
It's illegal to fuck at conference room.
Why?
Because it's public nudity.
It's not public nudity. You were behind a closed door.
I think it's illegal to fuck in a public conference room.
I don't think that, like, if you got caught though, nobody's like, you're under arrest. They're like, get out of here.
Yeah, a little pervert.
Yeah. I think you scurry away. I don't think you get, like, arrested.
I think they turn on the lights and I hiss at them. And I sprint out of there.
I mean, like, also getting caught, that's like kind of fun too.
I know, but I was a wiener. And I wanna change it.
Who was the girl?
It's her name. Just zero hesitation. I made her in full. First and last.
And actually, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
No, she's not listening. She's dead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She was shot by the police. Almost fucking.
All right. So go for it.
Go for it.
Run for it. Go for it. I mean, you already wrote for it.
Yeah.
Next question. Okay. This one's from a lady. Is there a lady artist? Like, do girls paint too?
Asshole.
What?
I can't think of one. I'm calling myself an asshole. No, I do have one.
Okay.
Georgia O'Keeffe.
No big deal, but I did name her. She's the one that
you were looking at me made me think for a second Georgia O'Keeffe was a man. It's like, oh shit, did I do something really bad?
It's funny, I was joking, but there aren't a lot of female artists.
I think there are.
But like in the olden times, the Renaissance era,
they weren't like allowed to paint, right?
I don't know. Maybe it was just not.
There's actually
something.
a popular theory that Claude Monet was his wife painted all of his work.
Oh really?
No, but wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Claudia Monet. Yeah, that would be cool. All right. Here's my question, writes Georgia O'Keeffe. I've been dating this guy for around 5 months now, and it has been great. We get along so well in person. He is kind, helpful, patient, etc. He's even introduced me to his family. I have nothing to complain about, which leads me to think I could just be looking for an issue because all of this seems like it's going too well. That being said, I noticed on Twitter all of the tweets he favorites are posted by other girls we go to college with. Like their selfies, sexual lyrics, random tweets about how horny they are, just all sorts of sexual tweets from other girls. Sometimes he still favorites and retweets his ex. I just don't know whether or not I should feel threatened by this. I realize how strange of a concern this is to have, so specific to our generation. I would rather have found weird porn on his computer than discover he is interested enough in these other girls that he knows to favorite and retweet them all the time. I hope I'm not being overly sensitive about this, but it does make me feel uncomfortable and insecure. How do I handle this? Love, Georgia O'Keefe. G-O-K. I love this question. It's so real.
Yeah.
It's so specific and it's so true.
Millennial.
And it didn't make sense. It didn't even exist 5 years ago. And now it's everywhere.
Right.
Liking and retweeting and favoriting. I'll throw an Instagram into this because that's a big thing too. Do you think it's flirting for a guy to like, retweet, favorite?
I think it's like the most passive form of flirting, but I do think it's not flirting as much as like smiling at somebody at a bar.
Yeah.
And like, so, it's friendly to smile. If you were passing people on the street, it's nice to smile. But then you add, it's like, for whatever reason, it's slightly sexually charged.
Yeah, you get
when you're like at a bar on a dance floor.
You get a flicker of micro boner.
Yeah.
It's like when I look at my phone and I see who's liked of Instagram photo. If it's you, I feel nothing. And then if it's like a girl that's somewhat interesting, I feel the slightest, faintest flicker of a micro boner.
Yeah.
It's like the first...
And then you look, she's liked all your photos, and your boner is just flickering the light.
What's happening?
I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies.
Clap.
You see that? Tink, it's working.
This is me talking to my dick. But it isn't nothing. It's like the first iota, the first millimeter towards boning somebody.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
And the fact that he's doing this, I feel like this is what I said earlier, which is I said this before the podcast, is what I mean by earlier. Tweeting or liking and favoriting someone's tweets or photos is the most flirting you can do without getting in trouble. Because it's like, just like this girl, like if she confronts this guy, he's like, oh my god, you're being crazy. Like, I retweet. Are you really getting mad that I retweeted someone? And it sounds so trivial.
Right.
But if he did anything more, it would be actually like a bad offense. And if he did anything less, it wouldn't be anything at all.
Yeah.
But he is doing something. And she does realize.
Doesn't it seem like just saying the word tweeting makes you like hate
Right.
yourself as you're arguing? Like, what, you favorited her tweet. Oh no, I suck.
Yeah, but it's true.
You do not suck for having those thoughts.
It is. I think when I was in a relationship, I would purposefully not retweet, favorite, or like, or do anything with another girl, like another attractive single girl.
Right.
I would like play it extra safe.
That's interesting. I think, well, to me, it's okay to favorite, retweet, or whatever, all that stuff for like to guys and girls. But it seems like if he's just specifically doing it to girls' sexual tweets,
Yeah,
then
that's
it's kind
a little
of weird.
extreme. Like
if
there's
he-
selfies, sexual lyrics, and random tweets about how horny they are, and he'll favorite it.
Yeah, that's weird. I think if it's like,
Maybe
you know,
that.
there's a bunch of tweets and he's like favorited a couple, and you know it's a little more innocuous. But if he's like just favoriting sexualized tweets,
Have you ever, like, if you like a girl's photo, you don't want to like just like her photo, so you like some photos around it. So it'll be like, oh, Jake liked 4 photos instead of like Jake liked Dana's photo.
no, I would just like Dana's photo.
You wanted.
I wanted
to be
to-
a
I like-
clear public record that boom.
When I
like
hit on
you.
someone, I want it to be public because then it feels special.
So you purposefully go out of your way to make it seem like a kind of a bigger deal than it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, me too.
No, you're very
Yeah,
You're a
I
sneaky.
veil it.
You
I veil it.
Well, you're also like I would never use that like news feature on Instagram. Of
Oh, where you
what
see-
people, what
yeah.
photos people like.
You can
Yeah.
see what photos people like.
It just that never occurs to me.
There's also no other way to see what people like. Like, I can't go to a lady's Instagram feed and see what photos she liked.
Right. I would just.
There's lots of flirting plugins I would love to add to the Instagram Rolodex. I have a lot of notes, feature integrations.
Well, Instagram is a really great tool for flirting because you've got just like the filters. Everyone looks attractive on it.
That's what Marty said. He's like, Instagram is the new Facebook. Like, you meet a girl, you want to follow her on Instagram rather than on Facebook now.
Oh yeah, like because Facebook's so uninteresting.
It's like more, I don't know, you don't share as much on it. early. Maybe you do. It's
I think you
different
share more on
generations.
Instagram. You're saying you share more
More
on
on
Instagram than
Instagram.
Facebook.
But maybe that's the.
But also, like, the
People
only thing I
are.
really care about people sharing on Facebook is pictures. I know I would never like look at a Facebook newsfeed like, oh, I want to see all of like her statuses. Tell me about your status. Who have you become friends with today? Do you have any cousins? Oh yeah, here's her family. All right, this is great. So here's your sister, your brother, and what's your job? I don't
I
give a
don't care what
fuck.
your job is.
Show me the selfies, bitch.
I want to see those hot dogs like they're cool. Is that what they're called?
I think so.
Hot dogs or legs?
Hot dogs are like. But that's true. I think that like Instagram is also a tool. Like to me, Twitter is like sort of embarrassing. Like this is a silly joke I thought of. Is it
Yeah, it's
funny?
like stand up.
Yeah, but Instagram is just like cool pictures. That's all you ever
unfiltered.
want. That's all you ever need. I want to see someone's picture.